So, a question I wanted to start because we spoke a bit before this, and you had a bit of what I would say is an unintuitive, it sounded to me at least, unintuitive point around where ABM needs to sit in an organization. We talk with our product to a lot of ABM teams, and it tends to really sit in demand gen, right?
Yes.
And you think about it a little bit differently. I wonder what
Yeah.
you could share a little bit about that.
Wow. So ABM I would say ABM is a growth function, right? ABM is not, it is demand, but it is not demand generation. And you look at accounts, right? And you look at the flavor of the accounts, you have certain objectives of those accounts. This really aligns with sales more so. And particularly when you're doing one-on-one, I really feel when you're doing one-on-one ABM, and you have various types of ABM, right? You can do a cluster or a vertical, which is more one-to-few, or a one-to-many, which is more scaled ABM. But typically when you're doing one-on-one, you're really working with the sales, the solution consultants, and the customer success team. So you're really part of that organization. And I don't want to boldly call it out, but I feel that when you're part of that sales organization, it really can turn the game for you, because you can don the hat of the creative hat, the marketing hat, while you're creating assets, while you're thinking about what tactics to be used, but you're also thinking about from the sales hat and how do you help the sales to navigate through all the challenges on the ground, right? So it could be different challenges. Today there is a RFP going on and suddenly you're out of RFP, or there is a RFP, you suddenly get to know about it. How do you react to those situations? What do you do with sales? What kind of things you do? You are in conversation with the sales and the solution consultant and broadly the account team day in, day out. So I would say you're a pseudo part of the sales organization, but while you reside in marketing. But I would love to see someday where one-on-one ABM really sits in sales, and really that team, today, when you think about the account pod, they say, okay, there's a solution architect, there is a account lead, there is a customer success lead. They don't call a ABM lead out there, but I think the ABM team or the individual should have a seat on the table, because they are pretty much part of the mix. Little different to between cluster or one-to-many.
But to be clear, at Sprinkler, you don't have that set up yet. You're still
no, we don't have that. That's visionary, and that's something which I believe it should happen. Having worked in one-on-one initiatives as well, and very closely working with sales, understanding their challenges, and really helping them to navigate through